missed my hair. I cut it off in a fit of rage. I've watched like almost all the rom-coms. When this is over, first I want to get some Thai food, nachos, and then I'm gonna go home and drink wine. That sounds good. I'm Steven, and I'm a level 3 chef. Nah, I'm just messing with you. I'm still level 1, but we gonna get there one day. Cut about half of the cheesecake. Ooh.
Hi, I'm Rose. I'm the food scientist.
Hi, I'm Frank. I'm a chef at the Institute of Culinary Education, and I've been a chef for 24 years.
Surprise. A whole wheel of cheese.
Hi, I'm Beth. I'm a level 2 chef.
My husband's gonna be so jealous that I ate these today.
And I'm Rhoda, the video food director for Bon Appétit and Epicurious. And here I am at home.
You want to stop by?
Yeah.
If you could just save the day.
Okay, you need to start by trying one.
And here are all of the answers
To all of your questions.
About pancakes.
And cheesecake.
Let's get started. First question.
What does adding half a cheesecake?
What does adding half a cheesecake
To your pancakes actually do?
This is breaking up the monotony.
Well, first of all, it definitely bumps up the calories.
I think that it makes your pancakes super dense.
Your baking powder or baking soda is really gonna have to work double time at least to get a nice lift on that pancake.
There's a lot of sugar in there, and it might actually burn.
I don't know if it's really a pancake anymore if you add half a cheesecake to it.
Why would you do that to a cheesecake? And why would you do that to pancakes?
You don't make these pancakes like I do. You're just a scientist. My doctor was not happy when he saw that video.
Why did Steven add half a cheesecake to his pancakes?
I don't like pancakes, but I really like cheesecake. You said, what does it add? I think it was missing something, which is the other half of that cheesecake.
It was a cute idea.
He was very sweet, but no.
I think I did taste it. It was pretty good. It was really sweet.
I don't have any regrets about putting that half of cheesecake. I just wish I added more cheesecake to that batter.
What's the method
For making pancakes soft in the middle.
And crispy on the borders. This is a good one.
I don't know if you have seen the pancake episode. That is not what I did. I'm just happy to be here.
Butter, for sure.
If there's no fat in the pan, you're not going to get those crispy borders.
You really want to nail kind of a medium heat when you're cooking pancakes.
And a little bit of a thicker batter is gonna do the trick.
I definitely think that has to do with the baking powder and flour ratio.
A little less liquid, a little more flour.
I use apple cider vinegar. That gives the pancakes some lift. Yeah, I do a mean pancake.
Oh, I love that.
I don't enjoy syrup on my pancakes.
Are there any good
Sweet substitutes.
You could try agave.
Powdered sugar, brown sugar.
I do like fruit.
Can't have too many blueberries on blueberry pancakes.
I typically go with strawberry jam because I don't really like syrup. Makes it too soggy. Nobody likes maple syrup.
My dad really likes cane syrup.
Lemon curd.
Powdered sugar, loosen it up a little bit with some lemon juice.
Do caramel, dulce de leche.
Depending on the cheesecake. If it's a plain cheesecake that you've already inserted into your pancake batter, maybe.
And macerated fruit works too.
Hot fudge? Would not fudge be delicious on a pancake?
Molasses.
Lavender honey and butter.
You can also add bourbon like Penny did, and I thought that looked pretty darn good.
We're gonna start with a bourbon maple syrup.
What is the difference?
Between a crepe.
And a pancake.
The batter can actually be exactly the same.
A crepe would be me now.
A crepe has a lot more liquid and more eggs.
You can go sweet or you can go savory with crepes.
A little bit more flexible than they used to be.
And the savory ones are typically made with buckwheat.
You're usually going to roll them or fold them in some way and stuff them.
Really incorporate all the ingredients really, really, really well.
There's far less viscosity with a crepe batter than a pancake batter.
Pancake is me when I was adding cheesecake to my pancake batter.
I think the leavening agent is really the difference.
You could leave the baking powder out of the crepes altogether.
A pancake, it knows what it is. I'm a little bit bigger and I might taste a little bit better. You never know.
Oh boy.
What's a good
replacement
for the egg?
Jeepers, I don't know.
This is the wrong question to ask me. I eat like 8 eggs a day. 2 whole brown eggs. There's a lot of shells in there.
I think that the pancakes will be a little too dense without the egg.
I think the egg is really important.
I guess you could use like a store-bought egg substitute. I'm wondering scientifically what would happen if you just leave it out.
It's not really a pancake unless you have the eggs in there.
I feel like this is a Rose question.
Rose, do something about this.
So you can do a pancake without eggs. You might need a little bit more flour in your pancake batter. You want to make sure that you whip it really nicely.
More of an arm workout than I would like.
You can try other things like adding a little bit of soy to the pancake batter. Yeah, that's a hard one. The egg works really nicely in a pancake, but you can try adding another type of emulsifier.
Rose, I've missed you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Rose. That was perfect. Or thanks.
Ring the bell.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear a discussion on alternative flours and
Pancakes such as buckwheat, barley, teff,
Chickpea, almond, etc.
And what flavors pair well with them?
I'd love to hear a discussion on all these alternatives too.
The buckwheat flour sounds awesome to me.
I'm gonna go wild here and say that you might wanna make a nice mushroom cream sauce.
In the north of France, they actually make buckwheat crepes that are absolutely delicious.
You also might call that a blini, in which case you want to add some sour cream and caviar on top. Totally delicious.
some people would wonder if that's still a pancake.
I do not like chickpea flour for pancakes.
Chickpea pancakes? Really? No.
I think honey goes nicely with chickpea on the sweet side.
I do know people that are gluten-free that use chickpea flour. I've even seen chickpea pancakes used as like a tortilla in a taco.
The beauty of some of the flours that you mentioned is that they don't all have a really strong flavor. If you're using a whole grain flour, like a whole wheat flour or maybe a teff, it's really hard. So you have to mill it takes a lot of work. I'm a little chatty today about all of this. I think I miss talking to people.
How do I flip a pancake
without having it
fall apart?
What's a good analogy for pancakes in life?
There's really one answer for this.
You know when to flip the pancakes when you see lots of bubbles on top and the bubbles start to pop.
You don't want to see any batter going back in to fill in those holes where the bubbles have popped.
That kind of indicates that the pancake is cooked on the other side.
And also make sure you're using kind of a medium heat so that you're getting browning on the outside and a fully cooked batter on the inside.
Otherwise, if you try and flip it before it's cooked properly, it's gonna fly all over the place.
It's gonna do what it does.
Really important tip, make sure that your pan doesn't have sides.
A lot of people like to use a griddle or a cast iron skillet, wide and flat, so that you have room to get your spatula underneath.
Go in there and turn it with confidence.
There we have a beautiful blueberry pancake.
Final answer.
A lot of recipes
say to add
oil to the pancake batter.
What difference does it make?
You have to add oil.
This helps the butter not burn.
And that helps it not stick.
If you're using a non-stick pan, you probably don't need a lot of oil.
You want to add some oil just so it doesn't burn the butter, which won't burn the pancake. That sounds right.
Adding fat to your pancake batter will give your pancake some tenderness, okay?
But if you don't want the extra calories and you're going straight up carb, you don't necessarily need to have the oil in there.
I would not use oil for pancakes. I would probably use butter because I want flavor, okay?
Butter and pancakes just goes together so well.
I like the way the oil works better with the pancakes than the butter.
Brown butter lends some nuttiness. It adds a great flavor to your pancakes. Definitely want to play with brown butter there.
Smooth
or lumpy batter?
It's always smooth in relationships.
Lumpy, definitely.
Batter has to be lumpy.
My pancake batter is almost always lumpy.
Definitely smooth.
This is the important part. Don't overmix it.
If you overmix your batter, you could get a tougher pancake.
And the more smooth the batter gets, the more you work the gluten.
Don't want a lot of gluten development because remember, this is a pancake.
Mix it too much, you're making a crepe.
If it's gonna be lumpy, it better be because there's cheesecake pieces in it. It added a little je ne sais quoi. Don't know what that means though.
You want to basically use what we call a muffin method of mixing. Don't let it sit too long because that carbon dioxide is already starting to form.
When you take the batter and you put it in the fridge for it to hang out for a while, everything will start to dissolve on its own.
Can the batter
be saved
for a later date?
Really?
No.
I've never had to contemplate that.
This is a person that's on a budget. I'm with you, brethren.
You have to use your pancake batter right away.
Because you're going to lose a lot of the leavening that you get from your chemical leavener.
There we have a beautiful blueberry pancake. Nice lift. Thank you, baking powder.
Once those react with the acids in the batter,
And if they sit around for too long, they can actually deflate.
what I would rather do is
Cook them and then freeze them.
I do that all the time. While some days I do want to eat all of the pancakes that I make, I know I shouldn't.
And then you'll have those for a later date.
We all know pancakes.
And sweet stuff go great together.
But what are the best savory toppings for pancakes? Ooh.
Why? Why would you want to put savory toppings on top of a pancake?
Savory food, savory. Chocolate.
Definitely bacon, sausage.
Bacon is the best savory topping for a pancake.
You can do a nice mushroom sauce. You can do a nice cheese sauce. Those things are traditional.
And donuts? Put donuts on it.
How about some sausage gravy?
Maybe a compound butter where you're mixing in some other flavors.
Oatmeal, ice cream, pancakes, pancakes on your pancakes.
Or red eye gravy, which is kind of like a bacon or sausage gravy with some coffee in it.
Scones, cheesecake. See? I told you.
Mushroom sauce with cream, that would be delicious.
Those are a few ideas, I guess.
I'm not too complicated with what I put on my pancakes. It's pretty much strawberries, cheesecake, and lather it on. Ooh, that looks good.
Every time I put blueberries or chocolate chips in,
They end up sinking and burning. Oh, jeez.
What can I do to keep them from getting burnt?
And you are asking the wrong person. I don't know if you've seen my pancakes, but they are burnt. This is just...
Temperature is too high. That's why it's burning.
Coat your chips or your blueberries in a little bit of flour,
that way they won't sink so much to the bottom.
but don't just put them on top of the raw batter, because once you flip them, that's going to be right on the griddle.
What you want to do is not mix those mix-ins into the batter. You want to
Put your pancake batter on your griddle.
let your pancakes start to set so that they have a little bit of kind of set up pancake batter in the bottom, and then place your blueberries
Or the chocolate chips.
into the batter.
And usually what I try and do is fold them into the batter rather than just sprinkling them on top of the raw part of the pancake.
Chocolate chips might burn a little bit because they're so sweet, but you're still eating chocolate, so.
And that's everything.
Everything
There is to know about pancakes.
and cheesecake.
Well, almost everything.
This is my pancake maker right here.
Happy pancakes, everybody.